All right, guys, welcome back to the Carl Jackson Show, your daily dose of objective truth in a world of confusion and lies. Guys, what we witnessed, this State of the Union or the president's address to Congress, not called a State of the Union, I guess, because it's his first one, but technically that's what it was. It was one of the best State of the Unions that I've seen. And I'm not just saying that because it's Trump or because I'm a conservative, but for the first time, I think, or at least in a long time, I saw a president, a Republican president, put the Democrat Party on defense and go on offense. I thought about a story. This happened several years ago. I used to be a part of a radio show, The American Adversaries. And I remember speaking to the host. There were several of us, but I remember speaking to the main host, Christopher Hart, at the time. And it was the Mitt Romney era. And at the time, I was one of the co-hosts on the program. And then we were talking about Mitt Romney. And one of the things that frustrated me about Mitt Romney, all the incoming that he was taking from the left, and about his wealth and all this kind of nonsense. And I'm like, you know what? If I'm Mitt Romney, I was like, these guys don't know how to play this game, and I was more ghetto fabulous then. But I was sitting there thinking, and I remember saying on air, if I'm Mitt Romney, I'm saying, yeah, you're damn right I'm rich. And not only am I rich, but when I become president, I'm going to make sure that you become rich because I'm going to put policies in place that are going to make the economy good for everyone. And it was like he was scared to do it. He smacked Obama down in that first debate, for those of you that might remember. And then Candy Crawley stepped in the second one. And then the third one, it was like, where did Mitt go? I mean, he just turned into a weakling. It was absolutely sad. And so now what we're witnessing in Trump is a president that knows the game, that knows political theater, that's on a mission, that has nothing to lose. He doesn't have to run again. And so he is swinging for the fences, and he's doing everything he can to turn America back, or return America back to the people, because that is how you make America great again. And what we saw last night, I don't know what the Democrats were thinking, but this is a party that does not have any grown-ups leading it. Chuck U. Schumer, listen, he went far left. You thought he was going to be a decent leader? He is not. Hakeem Jeffries does not have a clue. Say what you will about Nancy Pelosi, and I know she was really rude in tearing up Trump's speech and all that kind of stuff. She was a gangster when it came to politics. She knew how to keep her people in line, even though she was far left. She knew how to keep her people in line. Hakeem Jeffries cannot do that because he's just as woke as the woke as his caucus. The Jasmine Crockett's, the AOCs, the Representative Al Green, he's just as woke as them. And so he can't keep them under control because he doesn't want to keep them under control. And I'm not even convinced that he knows how. The Democrats are rudderless. They have no vision. They have nothing. And what Trump did last night was a master class in the State of the Union. Yes, it was partisan, but overwhelmingly Republicans and independents like what they saw. They like what they heard, but they didn't like what they saw from the Democrat Party. So I'm going to go through a litany of videos that I want to share with you that you will recall, along with a Substack that I'm going to go through with these videos. And this was a Substack I came across today. Never heard of this person before, but Sasha Stone .substack. She did a fabulous job just writing a quick article. Here's what she said. Donald Trump proved himself more than worthy of my vote tonight. For a man who was haunted, framed, falsely accused, spied on, impeached twice, indicted 4 times, convicted of a felony, almost assassinated twice. He stared down the Democrats and gave maybe the best speech of his entire political career. That's one paragraph. Let's set this bad boy up. I want to play video clip number 26, please, Gabe. This is how he started the speech, and it was on like Donkey Kong. Let's roll it. Clip number 26, please.
And to my fellow citizens, America is back.
Now, why is this important? And again, what you're going to witness is absolutely astonishing. In case you missed, we're going to give you a lot of video clips in case you missed the speech. But he set the tone. America is back. What is he saying? America was gone. It was lost. We were on the edge, so to speak, under the Biden administration. You have staffers coming out now admitting that they knew that Biden was mentally gone. All right, admitting it now. It's wide out in the open. And so Trump is saying, listen, I just brought this country back from the abyss. And quite frankly, by the grace of God, I believe he has done that with the help of the Americans that have said enough is enough with this radical left party that hates this country that I love. So when he says America is back, that's an indictment on the Democrat Party. That is an indictment on the former administration. And right away, Trump put them on defense. Speaking of the Democrats, let me go to another great moment. This was where is it? Cut number 35, please. This is Speaker Mike Johnson kicking Representative Al Green out, who I am framing a big perm part due. So clip number 35, por favor, Gabe.
That you were kicked out, sir? Is there something?
I don't know. Whatever the punishment is, I'm not.
Okay, so we can cut this. This wasn't exactly the clip that I thought it was, but he was kicked out earlier. He was raising his fist, raising his cane at Trump, and then you had Speaker Mike Johnson that literally kicked him out. And asked the sergeant at arms to come in and take him away. And guys, I got to tell you, that was one of the moments that I think just set the tone. There's a new sheriff in town, but there's somewhat of a new Republican Party. Now, don't get me wrong. Still tons of rhinos in the Republican Party, still tons of weaklings in the Republican Party. But at least for now, they have a different attitude. And when I saw Speaker Mike Johnson kick Al Green out, and now it appears he's going to be censured, but kick Al Green out of there, ask the sergeant at arms to take him out. I think it quailed the rest of the Democrat Party who wanted to protest, cause a ruckus, cause a fuss. Apparently, there were 14, 17 of the people, Democrats that walked out. I don't even give a flip. I don't even know who, and I don't even care, with the exception of my congressman, but he's a spoiled little brat and has no real life experience, so I expect it. Won't even bother mentioning his name. Let's just hope that one day this kid can lose because he is absolutely horrible. But we had that. And then I want to take you to this is Trump. This is a really good one. This is another one that set the tone. Clip number 37. This one is really important, and I'll explain why.
And once again, I look at the Democrats in front of me, and I realize there is absolutely nothing I can say to make them happy or to make them stand or smile or applaud. Nothing I can do. I could find a cure to the most devastating disease, a disease that would wipe out entire nations, or announce the answers to the greatest economy in history, or the stoppage of crime to the lowest levels ever recorded. And these people sitting right here will not clap, will not stand, and certainly will not cheer for these astronomical achievements. They won't do it, no matter what. Five times I've been up here. It's very sad, and it just shouldn't be this way.
Look at him. Do you understand how damning that was? No, seriously. It seems like a small moment. That moment is going to go down in history. He did that early on. Trump framed the Democrat Party for the rest of the evening because then they were stuck. All of the protests that they had planned, all of it fizzled out. They had all of these little, I don't know, fan-looking things Elon Musk stole or is stealing or some stupid stuff like that. All types of stupid stuff written on these things. He just let the air out of their balloon because he said, and then he did it. He said, no matter what I say, I could cure cancer, so on, et cetera. You heard the man. or announce the cure to cancer, all this kind of stuff, it wouldn't matter. These people wouldn't smile. They wouldn't clap. They wouldn't applaud. There's nothing I can say to make them happy. The camera pans over and here they are basically sitting on their hands. And that's where they remained virtually for the entire night. This was a great night for Trump. This was a great night for America. This was a horrible night for the Democrat Party. And already there are rumblings that the more moderate leaning Democrats are trying to take back this party. I heard rumors today that Rahm Emanuel, former chief of staff for Barack Obama, and then former mayor of Chicago, Illinois, obviously a liberal, but not a crazy radical leftist like these people, is considering another run for Chicago mayor. You've got Andrew Cuomo, who is by no stretch of the imagination a moderate, but compared to Eric Adams, he was. Now, he killed a lot of grandmothers, but that may not, New Yorkers may not care in Manhattan. I mean, it's absolutely sick. But nonetheless, this is what's happening. And when Trump said that, nothing I can say, he framed them for the rest of the night. They thought they were going to go there and disrupt him. He just put them on blast for the whole world to see, and it didn't work out for them. Hey guys, Carl Jackson here for MyPillow, and MyPillow is excited to announce that they're having the first ever mega sale on their overstock clearance and brand new products. For example, you can save over 50% on this season's flannel sheets. The queen size is only $59.98 and the kings are only $69.98, but they sell out fast every year. So be sure to order now. You can also save 30% on their brand new My Crosses. They're designed in the likeness of the one that Mike has worn every day for over 20 years. They come in men's and women's styles, and they're made right here in the good U.S. of A. Get the 2025 6-piece My Towel sets for only $29.98. The initial quantities are extremely low, so get them before they or while they last. And I can't forget to mention the My Pillow. It's just $14.98. So to take advantage of the first ever mega sale, go to mypillow.com, use promo code Carl, or give them a call at 800-858-0263. 800-858-0263 is the number to call in. But wait, remember that $75, the $75 free shipping rule. So, well, that ship is sailed because right now for a limited time, every order ships free. That's right. Every order ships free. MyPillow.com, promo code Carl, or give them a call at 800-858-0263.
Members continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum. The chair now directs the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
Okay, you can cut it. You get the point. You get the point. Listen, I mean, you saw the picture of the Democrats. They're like, oh crap. Okay. These people aren't playing. They have nothing. They have no vision. They stand. What do they stand for? Men and women's sports. I mean, skyrocketing debt and inflation. They literally gaslit us for 4 years and claimed that that Joe Biden was not senile, when everybody in their right mind and with common sense and with eyeballs could look at the man and knew he was senile. And by the way, you have noticed that Joe Biden, the former president of the United States, hasn't come out and said anything. Why is that? Because he's a dementia patient and everybody knows it. And now he doesn't have everybody writing his speeches and all this kind of stuff. I doubt that you will see Biden much, if at all, until his funeral. I mean, it's just sickening. And then you have this. Let's play number 36. What do Democrats stand for? This is Peyton McNabb. Peyton McNabb took a missile to the face from a dude with a bulge in his pants, pretending to be a woman. I believe she was a volleyball player, if I'm not mistaken, doing well. And basically, it ended her career. This lady was left with brain damage as a result of a man that was pretending to be a woman, hurting her permanently. Cut number 36. Por favor, Gabe.
Years ago, Peyton McNabb was an all-star high school athlete, one of the best, preparing for a future in college sports. But when her girls' volleyball match was invaded by a male, he smashed the ball so hard in Peyton's face, causing traumatic brain injury, partially paralyzing her right side and ending her athletic career. It was a shot like she's never seen before. She's never seen anything like it. Peyton is here tonight in the gallery, and Peyton, from now on, schools will kick the men off the girls' team, or they will lose all federal funding.
Okay. Okay, we can cut it. You know why this is brilliant? I suspect he did this. He set the Democrats up. Think about it. They would not clap for a girl that lost her athletic career because she was hit with a volleyball that was spiked like a missile from a dude. Meanwhile, across the aisle, you had Democrats, women, supposedly feminists standing up for women's rights, dressed in pink. Even a trans dude or whatever, a dude pretending to be a woman that happens to be a newly minted congressman pretending to be a congresswoman, goes by the name of Sarah McBride. I know guys, I'm sorry, I'm not going to play this game. A boy is a boy, a girl is a girl, man is a man, woman is a woman. There are only two sexes. I'm not going to play into your fad. I'm not going to play into your delusions. So here you have women on the left supposedly standing up for women, supposedly for women's rights, while a dude is dressed like a woman wearing pink, and the girl who lost her career sitting up in the stands does not get applauded. Guys, this went on. I mean, this went on and on and on. Corey Compatore, who lost his life, volunteer firefighter, good dad. They wouldn't stand up for him. What about DJ? Cut number 38, por favor. I want you to witness this video. This is DJ. Young man, 13 years old, young little boy, 13 years old, several brain cancer surgeries. All he wanted to do was be a police officer. Look at this video. Democrats sit on their hands. Cut number 38, por favor, Gabe.
Finding that members continue to engage in willful and
is that? I'm sorry. That's the wrong one. Cut number 30. I believe it's cut number 34 of DJ. That's what we just played. My bad.
And tonight, DJ, we're going to do you the biggest honor of them all. I am asking our new Secret Service Director, Sean Curran, to officially make you an agent of the United States Secret Service.
Okay. All right, we can cut it. Democrats couldn't clap for this. There's more video. We'll have to get it. We'll have to get to it later. There's more video. A young man that had a 4.6 something grade point average wanted to get into West Point, and Trump calls him out and congratulates him for his grade point average, so on, et cetera, and then tells him he's admitting him or basically signed the deal where he's going into West Point. Guys, let me circle back to this Substack. Here's what this young lady continues to write. She says, the Democrats did significant damage to their brand, although by now I'm not sure there is anything left of their brand. What do they even stand for anymore? Certainly not for the kid with multiple surgeries on his brain, given an honorary appointment to the Secret Service. They sat there stone-faced and entitled and looked like petulant little brats in a rage because they couldn't have ice cream before dinner. They humiliated themselves and made Trump look like a hero. Guys, this was a great speech, actually an excellent speech by Trump. Democrats made it exceptional because they played right into his hands. I'm telling you, he laid the foundation when he said there's nothing I could say to make them happy. He addressed everything. He explained his take on tariffs and how we would feel a little pain, but he explained what he was going to do. He explained that he was going to bring tax cuts to all Americans. I mean, the border, one of the things that he said, one of my favorite lines of the night, and I don't even know what cut it is, but one of my favorite lines of the night, so we'll play it for you a little later, but one of my favorite lines of the night was simply when he said, Democrats had said when Joe Biden was in office, essentially, no, we need legislation. We need new legislation in order to get this border under control. And then he turns and says, it turns out the only thing we needed was a new president. I mean, Trump was on fire. He touted the common sense revolution. Again, he explained tariffs. He got a letter from Zelensky. I was hoping that he would say, we got a deal with Ukraine. That didn't come to fruition right away. But you see Zelensky starting to calm down, starting to realize, okay, if I want peace, if I want this war to end, I'm going to have to capitulate. That is happening. He ran off a litany of DOJ findings. And you would think that Democrats would be happy about this because this is more money that could go to help people in Medicaid and other places. But they simply were not. This columnist goes on and she says, again, they humiliated themselves. They made Trump look like a hero. Now, some might say the Democrats set Trump up in the meeting with Zelensky and that Trump paid them back by setting them up here. He knew they wouldn't stand and clap for anything. And again, he set them up. He laid that foundation. So why not make them an offer they couldn't refuse? But still, they fell for it. Hook, line, and sinker. Whether they thought it was a stunt or not is irrelevant. It's how they reacted that people will remember. While MAGA applauded DJ and chanted his name, people like Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Adam Schiff, Nancy Pelosi stared ahead, empty-eyed and stone-faced, representing whatever was left of the Democratic brand. And guys, there is no Democratic brand. There are even Democrats out there recognizing that last night was a disaster. We don't have much time left, but let's play cut number 29, please, Gabe. This is Simone Sanders. She's taking over for Joy Reid.
Thank you, Simone.
Can we talk about it?
The bingo signs were killing me. I don't know who thought up the bingo signs, but they should be fired.
Michael, this is an indictment, in my opinion, on the Democratic leadership. I talked to a lot of members during they was texting. The staff were on my phones and they were calling. And I think the best way to describe it is the Democratic leadership said they didn't want disruptions and they wanted people to attend and bring a guest and they wanted, little business as usual, and we're fighting back in other ways. There is a palpable disgust, as Claire said, from not just the members but their constituents. And it's like a pot, as someone described it to me, that's boiling and it's about to bubble over. If you do not allow the members a space to release valve, it's going to bubble over. And the visuals are not taking back the House in 2026.
We can leave it there. We can leave it there. Now they go on. That video is 3 minutes long, but you get the gist of it. Michael still opines on it as well. They admit it. I mean, CNN, David Axelrod used to be Obama's right-hand man. He admitted it too. This was bad. There's CNN polling out there. People overwhelmingly liked what they heard and saw from Trump. They were absolutely disgusted by what they saw from Democrats. Right now, the Democrat Party has been co-opted by a bunch of communists, a bunch of little radicals, a bunch of little kids, a bunch of little petulant, spoiled brats. There are no grown-ups leading the Democrat Party, and Trump exposed that for the whole world to see. All right, welcome back to the Carl. I want you guys to hear what Secretary of State Marco Rubio had to say to George Stephanopoulos when he appeared on his program over the weekend. Cut number 2, por favor, Gabe. They don't know where to go. These are people that hate. They tell you who to hate, but they can't tell you. They can't tell you how they can help. They have no solutions. Representative Al Green was censured after his Tuesday stunt while Trump was addressing the Congress. Let's go ahead and play. I want you to see what happened in the chamber, the House chamber, as Representative Al Green was censured. Let's go ahead and roll it. Por favor, Gabe.
Option of House Resolution 189. The House has resolved that Representative Al Green be censured. that Representative Al Green forthwith present himself in the well of the House of Representatives for the pronouncement of censure, and that Representative Al Green be censured with public reading of this resolution by the Speaker. The House has come to order. The House has come to order.
Okay, we can cut it. So here you have the Democrat Party. Al Green, Representative Al Green, is being censured, a worthless politician. And they're singing the Democrat Party, the party of the KKK, the party of the Jim Crow South, the party that lied about the big switch. It's absolutely amazing. But these people are singing "We Shall Overcome" as if we're still living in the late 50s, early 60s. I mean, this is unbelievable. But this is who the Democrat Party is. I really do believe on Tuesday night they did not know how to handle Trump. They fell in every single one of the traps that he laid bare. And I want to make sure that I show these as a highlight and just a reminder as to what we saw. Let's play clip number 50, Gabe. This is Jocelyn Nungare's mother, who was sitting in the audience that evening. Let's roll it. Clip number 50, please, Gabe.
Alexis, I promised that we would always remember your daughter, your magnificent daughter. And earlier tonight, I signed an order keeping my word to you. One thing I have learned about Jocelyn is that she loved animals so much. She loved nature. Across Galveston Bay, from where Jocelyn lived in Houston, you will find a magnificent national wildlife refuge, a pristine, peaceful, 34,000-acre sanctuary for all of God's creatures on the edge of the Gulf of America. Alexis, moments ago, I formally renamed that refuge in loving memory of your beautiful daughter, Jocelyn. So, Mr. Vice President, if you would, may I have the order?
Okay. For the sake of time, we're going to move on, but I want you to understand Democrats did not clap for this woman. Democrats did not stand for this woman that lost her daughter to illegal aliens that invaded our country and raped her daughter for hours and left her body for dead. Cut number 52, please, Gabe.
Corey was hit really hard. You know the story from there. He sacrificed his life to save theirs. Two others, very fine people, were also seriously hit. But thankfully, with the help of two great country doctors, we thought they were gone and they were saved. So those doctors had great talent. We're joined by Corey's wife, Helen, who was his high school sweetheart, and their two beloved daughters, Allison and Kaylee. Thank you.
I think I just noticed something that I didn't pick up before. Okay, so Democrats didn't stand for them. These people were shot. Now, their father, Corey Compatore, was shot at the Butler, Pennsylvania rally. I believe he took a bullet to his head, if I'm not mistaken. And I looked at one of the daughters, the daughter that is to the left of me, and it almost looked like she looked up on the other side of the room, of the chamber, if you will, almost as if to notice that that side wasn't standing for her dad. Can you imagine that? You know, Democrats were really good at bringing story to these State of the Union addresses. This is essentially what that was, although they named it differently because this is his first go round, at least during this administration. But they're just a despicable party. Now, I want to show you another touching moment. Now, you guys recall we've already seen DJ, the young black kid that has fought brain cancer, has had, I believe, 5 or 6 surgeries. He wanted to be, or it's his dream to be a police officer, and Trump made him an honorary Secret Service agent. Democrats didn't clap for him. a kid that survived cancer, a kid that wants to be a police officer. Now, why wouldn't the Democrat Party clap for these people? You could say it's because they don't have a heart. They don't care. They're mean. But politically speaking, and it's a sad indictment on the party. But Trump indicts them with every single one of these stories. Trump indicts them, and he has exposed the left for who they are. I've heard callers on other shows say, you know what, I'm done with the Democrat Party after seeing this. This was too far. This is too disgusting. A young kid fighting brain cancer wants to be a police officer. You saw the big hug that he gave to Sean Curran that we played earlier on in the program. They wouldn't stand for that. Let's go to this. Cut number 55.
We're joined tonight by a young man, Jason Hartley, who knows the weight of that call of duty. Jason's father, grandfather, and great-grandfather all wore the uniform. Jason tragically lost his dad, who was also a Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputy when he was just a boy, and now he wants to carry on the family legacy of service. Jason is a senior in high school, a 6-letter varsity athlete, a really good athlete, they say, a brilliant student with a 4.46, that's good, GPA. And his greatest dream is to attend the U.S. Military Academy at West Point. And Jason, that's a very big deal getting in. That's a hard one to get into. But I'm pleased to inform you that your application has been accepted. You will soon be joining the Corps of Cadets.
Okay. I don't know about you, but I'm choking back tears. Don't tell anybody. That was a powerful moment. That was a powerful moment. In every single one of these moments, Jocelyn Nongaray's mom, again, she's obviously Latino. Her daughter, obviously Latino, raped by 2 savages, illegal aliens, strangled her to death. 12 years old. She's gone. Democrats couldn't clap for that because it's an indictment on their open border policies. Corey Comparatori, this constantly calling Trump Hitler, Nazi, and he's this and he's that. And you get psychos out there that'll want to go out and kill him. And apparently a psycho did. And we don't know enough about that particular psycho because it's almost as if all the evidence has been wiped away, including his body that was cremated relatively quickly after the shooting occurred. So Corey Comparatori took a bullet in the head to protect his family. He was a volunteer firefighter, but because he was a Trumpster, no claps for him, despite the fact that his wife and his daughters are there. Guys, I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. If I were in that chamber, that was a Democrat, I'm clapping for those people. Those people have gone through heart-touching stories that are just so powerful, that are so painful, I'm sure, to them. And it's just astonishing to me. That's who the Democrat Party is. West Point, you've got the West Point graduate, or not graduate, I'm sorry, a high school student, 4.46 grade point average. I heard him in another interview. Bright kid, honorable kid. His dad died when he was 11. My mom died when I was 11. This kid was determined to make something of himself and follow in his father's footsteps. Now he's headed to West Point. They couldn't clap for him. I want to play a last video for you. This is cut number 57. It looked like she was going to fall. Okay, so they can do social media videos apparently on the Democrat side, and they can they have the slogan there, "Choose your fighter," like they were Mortal Kombat warriors, but they didn't fight for Jocelyn Nagare, Corey Compertor, the widow of the slain NYPD officer didn't get to her West Point graduate. The party is a joke now. Trump destroyed them.